And so for the 100th and final time, City are at Goodison Park, the iconic home of Everton. This will be City fans' final visit, and with the Blues in a very tight battle for Champions League qualification, they will be hoping for a very positive final memory to take away with them. In truth, City's recent record here has been exceptional. They've won 8 times in succession and 9th today, and they will be in 4th in the table above Nottingham Forest and just 1 point behind Newcastle, with the Geordies away at Aston Villa later this evening. A 3-pointer for the Blues would be significant. O'Reilly on to Gvardiol. Gvardiol to O'Reilly, back to Diaz on halfway. Diaz creeping forward, finds a little ball in to Marmoush and on to Gundogan. Gundogan inside the penalty area, but forced away from it. On it goes to Matheus Nunes, who might try the shot here. He does, and Pickford, at full stretch, palms it out for the game's first corner.
Yeah, it's a great strike, you know, no right, pulls it inside, drives it early, although he slips as he tries to generate the power towards that far post. Strong hand down to the ground. It's a big save, that.
Here's Mykolenko, charging forward for Everton. Can he change things? Plays a long ball out to the opposite side. Good ball too. Harrison on towards Doucouré. Doucouré into the gap towards Harrison. O'Reilly with a sliding challenge, but he didn't get to the ball. Just as well he didn't get to the man. That would have been a penalty. Ball down the right side. Harrison in a crossing position. Whips it in at pace, and it glances off Ruben Diaz and out for an Everton corner. Well, whenever you play Everton, you know that you're going to have to defend set pieces well. Branthwaite, O'Brien, Bruyne, Tarkowski, giants in the penalty area. Garner whips it in at pace, and there's a glance against the post. I think it was Tarkowski, and Everton almost in front. The ball into the box. I think it was Tarkowski got the flick, and it hit the base of the City post. And that first set piece almost yielded the first goal, Michael.
When the delivery is good, Tarkowski just uses the pace, just comes off that block and guides it to that far corner. The weight was there as it hits the inside of the post, and that's one of those. How do you defend it? How do you stop it? He's so strong, isn't he?
Well, I think the only way you can defend against Everton is to make sure they don't have the opportunity to put a cross into the box, because City are not the tallest team in the Premier League, that is a fact. Matheus Nunes comes forward down the right. On it goes to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva helps it on to Matheus Nunes in the penalty area. Ball comes across. De Bruyne! Oh, it's a brilliant clearance. It was O'Brien. He was beyond Pickford and headed it out. De Bruyne bent a shot towards the far corner, and O'Brien headed away on his haunches and out for a corner. Neither head coach has made a change at the interval. That's not surprising. The same 22 are out there. We won't be the least bit surprised if, when we get beyond the hour mark, if there are changes at that point. Bernardo Silva has just been penalised for a foul in the middle third. Free kick to Everton, which offers them the chance to pop a ball towards the edge of the City penalty area. The ball comes in towards them. Tarkowski got the touch on, and Ortega makes the save in front of Branthwaite. Tarkowski touched it on, and Branthwaite was just in front of Ortega, and Ortega, almost like I think it was Peter Schmeichel used to do, put himself out like a star, sort of star jump, and stopped Branthwaite from giving Everton the lead. They've had 2 chances in the game. Tarkowski's been pivotal in both. Both have come from cross balls from set pieces. Ball in central midfield with Undai, who hops it on to Doucouré. And now Everton come forward with Undai, who does make things happen for Everton. Little ball round the back for Doucouré. City backpedaling into their own penalty area. Doucouré tried to get beyond the challenge of Matheus Nunes, and then Ortega tips it over the crossbar for a corner.
Jai starts it off, fantastic play around the corner, then he goes, he drives into space, and then a reverse pass Then it's all about Decore. He's looking to try and curl it, far post, a little bit of a shimmy, drags it onto that left, near post strike, always comfortable for the goalkeeper, but he's got to make sure.
On the edge of the final third, City. Everton, as ever, brilliantly set up to repel. Still with City though, Gvardiol, and now Gundogan. Gundogan, lovely ball, Marmoush, and back to Gundogan. Gundogan, it's on target, but it's too close to Pickford. But that is a little bit more like it.
City set it off now, move the ball well into Marmoush, and they're on now. Here we go.
Yeah, they're coming forward with Savinho. He's very central, Savinho. On it goes to Marmoush. Marmoush getting to the edge of the area. On it goes to Savinho. Great save by Pickford. Savinho on his right foot hit it with power, but just too close to Pickford, who thrust out a right palm and keeps it at 0-0.
Savinho, central, 18 yards out, I think there you go. That right foot sort of hits it into the ground, which takes a little bit of the pace. It's a good save, but really he needed to be tested more. That was a decent chance.
Well, this tussle for the top 5 to get into the Champions League is more and more intriguing by the game, by the week, by the minute. Aston Villa face Newcastle later on today. Tomorrow Chelsea are in their big derby against Fulham. And then on Monday, Nottingham Forest. Oh, Marmoush might be in here. Oh, good save again by Pickford. It was a mistake that allowed Marmoush through the middle, and suddenly Pickford was on top of him and made the game's best save. 83rd minute at Goodison Park, Everton 0, City 0. Wonderful chance for Marmoush after a misjudgment by Michael Keane, who got under the bounce. Marmoush, though, had Pickford on top of him and stopped him. Now Kovacic darts down the middle, 7 minutes to play. Ball goes on to Marmoush. Marmoush loses it, then gets it. Marmoush still going. Onward it goes to Doku. Doku in the penalty area. Doku, he stopped. Ball goes back to Kovacic. Onward it goes to Gundogan. Gundogan on the edge of the area. Plays it to Nunes, wide to Bernardo Silva, right wing position, getting towards the edge of the area. Can City find a way through? Cross comes in, turned in by O'Reilly! Everton 0, City 1, Nico O'Reilly, you absolute beauty! He scored last week against Crystal Palace, he does do again today, and the Blues have finally unlocked Everton. Everton 0, City 1, Nico O'Reilly.
Well, that's a brilliant goal for City. They just kept the pressure on, kept the momentum. And he's intelligent, Bernardo Silva. He says, come with me, Nunes, get round, let me play you in. Created a 2v1, and the ball was great, right across the face. But what you don't expect is a fullback from the opposite side getting right across that front post area. And because he does it, because he gets into positions, just puts that toe out and strokes it home. He can't believe he gets the chance. You make the run, and at times it comes your way. And the young man just keeps getting better and better.
Akanji helps it into Matheus Nunes and then to Bernardo Silva. We're in the 2nd minute of added time at the end of this match. The ball is in Matheus Nunes' possession. Oh, it's a short one, and City, well, they just about got to it through Diaz, and it reaches Doku. Doku on the edge of the area. Gundogan on the half turn, hit by Kovacic. 2-0 City. Mateo Kovacic has surely made this game safe. Ilkay Gundogan with the set, Mateo Kovacic with the finish, and City now have a 2-goal lead. And surely, with only 2.5–3 minutes of added time to go, they have ended their history at Goodison Park with a victory on their 100th appearance on this famous old ground. It is City 2, Everton 0.